We turn the mic on. And good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning on this 03.06.2023. Current time is 05:26 a.m. Eastern Time here in Upstate New York, the southern tier of Upstate New York, where I live and reside. On this Monday morning, we're getting a new week started this week. Let me turn that down just a little bit. We do have the morning coffee here. I forgot to hoist it up like I normally do. As far as the chalice there during the Catholic Mass. That's what I get that from. And we're stirring up the teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa. And this is the first cup of the day. Oh my God, it's good. It's good. It's good. But I'm Rich Roberts, that fireman. Rich here on Twitch, as well as over there on Twitter. Good morning to people in the chat. And we have a good morning from Tina. Good morning, Tina. And Cup of Joe reads us of a party of one. I like that, Cup of Joe. That's your signature. Good morning, Erica. LadyCat31. Cup of Joe. Whoop, whoop. And Tina saying good morning. Tina saying good morning to Joe. Erica. Cup of Joe saying good morning. Good morning. Tina, good morning. Everybody's saying good morning back and forth. And we got Tim Fan in, Tim Fan 43 from Michigan. Good morning. Cup of Joe. It's too early for whoop. Well, we're getting let me put this down here. We're getting our hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. And I hope everybody had a good weekend. We had a good weekend here at the homestead. We had a great weekend. Went by quick. I even got a nap in Saturday. I could have napped yesterday, but I was busy watching some sports, which we'll get to. And we did quite a bit of live streaming. We did a couple broadcasts. How many broadcasts did we do this weekend? We did 3 broadcasts as far as that goes, according to my notes here. Yeah, we did 3 broadcasts. We were on. We visited a couple broadcasts there. And that's what it's all about, being on the Twitch as far as that goes. And because I was watching a broadcast last night before I called it the night, and thought we were going to watch a good TV show, but didn't. It wasn't on. The quote from this individual: 10 months later, what are you doing? Remember that old platform we used to be on? Began with the H. What is everybody else doing? And I can honestly answer that question. I'm right here on Twitch with you all that I met over there on that platform, and we're doing it every other day. We're staying in contact. We're probably doing more broadcasting now than maybe not. I don't know. I was on there every day doing this bit and stuff, but I'm very happy to be here on Twitch. And as far as that goes, good morning, Chris Tech. Good morning, Chris Tech is in the house as far as that goes, and glad to have you here on this first day of the new week. A Monday, and currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we have 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's sort of cold, but not too bad. But 35 degrees. Fahrenheit, which amounts to about 1.5 to 2 degrees Celsius centigrade. Cloudy skies. We're going to have high of 44, so it's going to be warm. The snow's melted that we got a couple days ago. It was very pleasant. Mrs. was out there doing yard work. I helped her a little bit, and then stayed out of her way. Trimming back some. This is the best time to be taking care of the yard with the trimming of the shrubbery and all that. And let's see, shared to Discord and Messenger. Okay, I don't do the Discord, Joe, just to let you know. Okay, I don't do that. But let's see. But it was a nice day. I think with 44 degrees today, we're going to have a nice day. Winds out of the north by northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Sun will be rising this morning at 6:34 a.m., which is another hour and 2 minutes there. Hour and 4 minutes. It's 5:30 currently. Hour and 4 minutes. So 6:34 a.m. it will be rising, and it'll be setting at 6:02 p.m. And one of the things I caught from one of the broadcasts that I was watching yesterday, from that comment, what we 10 months later, what are we doing? Okay, we're still streaming, we're still broadcasting and stuff like that. Despite we're moving forward, we're moving on. I also got this information. Next Sunday, we turn the clocks ahead 2 hours, as far as that goes. So I'm glad I'm not working on the weekend anymore. I used to hate that, going in on the work. I had to go in an hour early. What did I say? 2 hours? I said it should be 1 hour early. Change my notes there. Jeez Louise. And let's see, our world times and temperatures in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:31 a.m. It's cloudy, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona, partly cloudy skies at 3:31, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Albuquerque, New Mexico, we have at 3:32 a.m. 45 degrees Fahrenheit, partly cloudy skies. In Washington State, where Lady Cat 31 is at, 36 degrees right now. In Deming, New Mexico, it is 40 degrees Fahrenheit, high of 72 for now. And in Chicago, Illinois, it is cloudy skies at 4:32 a.m., 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Out in Timphan, 43s area. In Michigan, it is 37 degrees Fahrenheit, going to be 53 out in Michigan. Woohoo, whoop, whoop, as far as that goes. And it was like 2 hours. What did I miss? Oh, no, Tim, I meant 1 hour. We're going to, next Sunday, we turn the clocks ahead 1 hour. I think I'm referring to that comment that you just made there. I was like 2 hours. What did I miss? You didn't miss anything. Moving on, in New York City, clear skies, current time 5:33 a.m., 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Cork, Ireland, cloudy skies at 10:33 a.m., 45 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy, at 11:33 a.m., cloudy skies, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, getting warm there. In Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, at 1:33 p.m., getting warmer over there, sunny skies, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. In New Delhi, India, partly sunny, partly cloudy skies, 4:03 p.m., currently 82 degrees Fahrenheit. In Mumbai, India, at 4:03 p.m., 91 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies. Kuala Lumpur, it's raining in Kuala Lumpur at 6:34 p.m., 82 degrees Fahrenheit. In Manila, the Philippines, clear skies at 6:34 p.m., also 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan, it is 7:34 p.m., clear skies, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. In Australia, Melbourne, Australia, at 9:34 p.m., partly cloudy, partly clear skies, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia, they have clear skies at 9:34 p.m., same time, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as we speak. Let's see here. Tim Pham, I thought the same. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. No, we didn't turn the clocks back. No. Next week. I didn't mean to confuse you guys. Sorry about that. Don't take me literally, okay? Just sort of filter and fact check me and stuff like that. Chris Technician is good about that, which I appreciate and stuff. It keeps me level grounded as far as that goes. We do have a thought for the day, and a quote, and our thought for today comes from one of my favorite presidents, and that's the 16th president. Yeah, come on, Rich. No, you do. I appreciate it. That's, like I said, starting out 10 months later, what are you doing? That was a quote from yesterday in Late Night Parenting. Ted Hicks was on, but it was from this guy right here, Tony D. That's a Tony D quote. and I wrote it down. If I wrote it down, that means it made me think. Okay, so that's a Tony D quote. 10 months from now, 10 months later, what are you doing? We know what Tony's doing. He's all over the board broadcasting, which is a good thing, and he's inspiration. And what am I doing? I'm here. I'm glad to have you guys here. Cup of Joe, need more coffee. Go get some more coffee, Joe. And it's a good thing as far as that goes. Randy W. Horton is in the house. Oh my God, I am graced. Randy W. Horton. He must be doing lunch. There's Randy W. Horton is in the house. A great. We got first time chatter. Kentucky Mike. Okay, I've seen that handle before, so I take it you're not a troll. Thank you, Kentucky Mike, for being here. You're probably coming over from Randy's broadcast. So, is this isn't a no? It would have said something, wouldn't it? Would it have said raid? No, he's just coming over here. Let's see, what time is it? 1:36. So he's at lunchtime. He's having lunch. He's probably finished it out. And we got a lot of first time chatters, so it must be coming in from Randy W. Horton's. And Double J's, good morning, Double J's. I just saw your quote or your chat there. But good morning, Randy. Good morning, first time chatters. Everybody say hi to Randy. Expect you to go full blast after your time. We'll see. I'll be here more, Double J's, that's for sure. So we're down to 5 more weeks before I get what Randy would call the golden ticket. And everybody's saying hi to Randy. And Randy, he's saying hi to everybody. And do you play? No, I don't play. I don't know the kanji characters there. What's this guy's name? This me 3. Okay. That kanji characters is throwing me off there. I don't know if that's Chinese, Japanese, or Korean. Do you play music? No, I don't. I play music. If I do play music, it's over there on Twitter Live. I'm over there on Twitter at Fireman Rich. Our quote for the day that we have on a daily basis comes from my favorite president. You are a good broadcaster. I expect you will explore your. I'm at my full potential right now. Thank you, Double J's. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, sir. And but our thought for the day, which those people coming into the chat that are first time here, I do give a thought for the day. And yes, you are a good broadcaster. Thank you. Can you play some? No, I'm playing. Me 3, I have a certain format here, so just to give you one warning, if you push too much, you're out, okay? That's my rule. I'm not sure. I just said I do not play music, okay? That's twice I had to say that, okay? So please behave, I guess is what I'm saying in a nice way. Our thought for the day comes from Abraham Lincoln, and he is my favorite president. And let's see. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any others. So there we go. Randy Horton, you are a good broadcaster too. He's a great broadcaster. You don't need more marketing. He sets the example for us. He paves the road. But our quote from Abraham Lincoln, a good one here. I think they're always good. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any others. Sometimes I would like to see other people succeed. I guess when I was in the service, I always like to see the people that I supervise succeed as far as that goes, because I think if you have a certain work ethic, you're going to succeed. And I think I've succeeded most of my life as far as that goes. So it's the same thing when I'm getting ready to leave my current employment. I want the people that work for me to succeed, and they are succeeding because I feel comfortable about stepping back as far as that goes. So there's our thought for the day. Our let's see. Today is Monday, March 6th. It is the 65th day of the year. And Yes, that is a Celestron telescope back there. I haven't really used it much. I have seen. I look at the moon, and I do look at Jupiter. I see the moons of Jupiter. Double J, yes, Rich. I'm sure you have a lot of stories to tell, and it can be beneficial. Yeah, and I have repeated my stories. I think. I think you've heard some of my stories, and the people in the chat, they've been here longer than as long as they've been here. They've heard my stories, some of my stories, a couple times. Let's see. It is the 10th week, and our selection of national days: National Dress Day, nah. National Frozen Food Day, nah. National Dentist Day, nah. I went to the dentist a couple days. This is not a bad one. Ooh, we got we got National Oreo Cookie Day or National White Chocolate Cheesecake Day. Double J's, doesn't matter. Your stories are worth the wait. Thank you, Double J's. Everybody has a story, Double J's. And that's not my phrase. I think I've heard that before. Everybody has a story. I don't know who wrote that quote or made that quote, but somebody told me that. Tina says, I was thinking, Tina, yeah. But we have National Oreo Cookie Day. Yeah, cookie, but cheesecake is better. Let's go with the national. And what are you? Oh, I don't say that here, Joe. Referring to our good friend up in Toronto. Yeah, that quote I said, 10 months later, what are you doing? What is he doing right now? I have no clue. He's just throwing up here. He's over there on TikTok. I guess he's throwing them over on, what's the YouTube shorts they have there. And for those people that are watching on the replay, what are you thankful for today? That was something that a broadcaster on our other platform that we all came from. Yes, but your stories are unique. Not many experience YouTube service. Okay, yeah, that's good. I could see that point, Double J's. But just remember, everybody does have a story. They just have to look for it, as far as that goes. Look at the stories that Randy has shared with us. My God, I love his Iraq one. Oh my God, that's a chapter in a book right there, as far as that goes. So let's see. We're going with National White Chocolate Cheesecake Day. So yes, but your stories are unique. Okay, Randy. Actually, dude in Toronto has no stories. Randy, that's. That's good. Oh my God, Randy's got me going already here, Nish. And is that the story, Jerry? That's the story, yeah. I agree with that, Randy, because it just sounds like an old broken record that he's saying. He's not, I would like to see him come back on a format. I was with Randy this past weekend, like I said, on Kick. He was on Kick, and while he was on Twitch. Oh, how did it work? I think we were on both. I was hanging out over on his stream after I streamed on. I think he was on Twitch because I was on Kicks yesterday. Did a coffee broadcast over on Kicks, which isn't a bad program. And Randy's still sorting out his OBS problem there. Let's see, Randy Double J's, Randy W Horton, lots of laugh. Randy, you had to put that in. Yeah, it is still funny. And then Tim Fan, Randy has no filters. Yeah. National White Chocolate Cheesecake Day on March 6th offers another way to celebrate one of our favorite desserts. I love a cheesecake. A good New York cheesecake is good. But you throw chocolate in there, whew, you're cooking. This indulging day inspires bakers across the country to wow us with their delicious creations. Hashtag White Chocolate Cheesecake Day, as far as that goes. And I'm waiting for him to disclose his marriage is a cover-up for his true design. Well, that's his business as far as that goes. And Cup of Joe says Randy's still trying to sort out his wild oats. And So I was with Randy and I was on the Kick. Kick is not bad. Kick is a pretty good platform as far as that goes. I do like it. Um, I'll probably be on there. And Tina says lots of laughs. It's a cup of Joe. And I do like it. It's a pretty good platform. I did broadcast Lord of the Rings online yesterday, and I did hit Randy. Just so you know, I counted. I had five. I was on for 1 hour. 5 times my microphone went out. I had to unplug and plug in. So that's the thing I'm dealing with when I'm on the OBS for the gaming. Let's see. Chris Tech. Kick is like a clone of. Yeah, it's like Twitch. Okay, big deal. That's as far as that goes. I upgraded my RAM to 64 gigabytes a few minutes ago to see. Okay, now, man, I'm still working on 8 gigabyte. Is it 8 or 16? No, 16 gigabyte. I don't know what I'm at. I think I'm at 8 gigabyte. I forget. Am I at 16? No, I don't think I'm at 16. I'm at 8 gigabyte. And my next box is going to be a 16. I would love to have a 64 gigabyte. Oh my God, that would be screaming. Does the laptop feel better? That's 64 gigabyte on the laptop. That's huge. But on the Kick, I did tell a story of I was just saying about Randy's story that he has in Iraq. I presented a story on Kick about a 5,000-year-old tavern they found. They were drinking the beer. They were going out having a beer at the local tavern. So that was pretty unique as far as talking about that story. And let's see, it will help. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, it seems better. We'll test later. Okay, and we look forward to those tests. Like I said, he's upgrading his RAM, and we'll see if that fixes his. He has some major OBS problems. I have some minor OBS problems. And let's see, Randy, 64 gig of RAM should be plenty of OBS, even 16. I'm running 8 gig. And like I said, yesterday, the 1 hour that I was on for playing Lord of the Rings online, which is the broadcast before this one, I had to unplug and plug my mic back in. Let's see, Randy, 5,000 years ago, beer may be a bit thick. Yeah, it was probably. But it sort of sets the thing that there was money where people could go out and have a beer. And Double J's, yes, would love to know if RAM makes a difference. Rams, I think, does make it. It made a difference for me from going from 4 to 8. And we'll know. So let's see. Seeing that Chris Technician's here, let's go ahead and do a dinner report, Chris. Chris Technician with the dinner report. And if you all want to take part, you can go ahead and throw in what you had for dinner last night. Cup of Joe, your owl is twerking. Yeah, that's the blab owl. That's to remind me that I used to do blab. Blab was that was like 10 years ago. Blab was you had the 4 people up in the block and stuff like that. It was the rage. I mean, it was before Periscope. I think Meerkat might have been out when this came out. So let's see. Lady Cat comes in with a patty melt with a Caesar salad in a different restaurant. Okay, she had restaurant patty melt. Chris Technician comes in for his dinner report. A pepperoni pizza from the local bar. Oh, that sounds good. And Tina comes in with ribs, corn, and corn on the cob, and baked beans. Ooh, that's good. We had Swiss steak last night. We had the missus made up some good Swiss steak with the tomatoes over it and the green beans and mashed potatoes. Ooh. And Cup of Joe had stuffed green peppers with asparagus. Ooh, asparagus. That's good stuff. And real Ted Hicks. Jersey Mike's turkey and provolone. Ted Hicks. Ted, I don't know if you caught. Ted Hicks is in the house. He's from Late Night Parenting, a great guy down there in Long Island. He's probably getting ready to get the train. Kentucky Mike had giant roast beef and curly fries from Arby's. Ooh, have you tried that ribeye sandwich? Kentucky Mike? I see commercials of it. And there's Ted Hicks. Ted Hicks, good online friend, broadcaster there for late night parenting. And he broadcast yesterday, and I was lurking over on YouTube during your broadcast, Ted. Okay, and a great broadcaster. I always enjoy listening, and usually I catch him on all the replay because he always broadcasts late at night. So I got a notification that Ted was broadcasting, and he's here on Twitch. And let's see, yeah. I guess Kentucky Mike is the lucky SOB with the giant roast beef sandwich and curly fries from Arby's. So we're glad to have Ted here. He's a great guy. He has a great broadcast. He has a great broadcast. And Ted saying hi to everyone. We appreciate that, Ted. Greatly appreciated. And you can put Arby's horsey sauce on dirt and it'll taste great. Yeah, I know. But is it the same horsey sauce as far as that goes? I don't know. Just real quick on the football picks. The football picks, there was 4 games yesterday in the XFL. I lost 3 and won 1. The Houston Rednecks, they are undefeated now still as far as that goes. I did get it. I was watching some more sports. I only watched about the first quarter or so. The Knicks beat up on the Celtics again last night. The Knicks are a real deal. They beat them 131 to 129. The Lakers won against the Warriors. And what was the other game? The Suns beat the Mavericks. The Suns and Mavericks and Warriors Lakes. That was the afternoon game. And then we were gonna go sit down and watch 1923, but it didn't drop. There was no drop last night, so I ended up watching a basketball game. And as far as that goes, sounds like my luck with gambling points. Oh, there you go. Yeah, be careful. Don't gamble more than you can lose, okay? As far as that goes. Let's see. Well, we're sitting on time. We're at 30 minutes, so let's go ahead and do the good history. Do we have anything in good history? The city of Toronto was incorporated. That's where Michael Bathurst is living. It was incorporated back in 1834. Israeli troops withdrew from the Sinai Peninsula back in 1957. Ghana, on the Gold Coast, gained independence from Britain in 1957. Walter Cronkite signed off on this day. I'm age dating. I grew up with Walter Cronkite. Walter Cronkite, a great news. Then I found out about his politics. But he kept his politics to himself. What's that? What's going on? Oh, it's the cats. Lucy's acting up. That's some other. Walter Cronkite signed off after 19 years as anchor of the CBS Evening News on this day back in 1981. And Cup of Joe, you remember him? Yeah, I remember him. And that's the way it was on this boo 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 boo. Yeah, I feel old too, Cup of Joe. Let's see. Cassius Clay was given the name Muhammad Ali, and went on to become the most beloved public figure around the world back in 1964. And Britain's Queen Elizabeth II launched the first official royal website on this day back in 1997. So those are some things. Let's see. What else do we have? We have anything else? Oh, 548 years ago today, the artist known simply as Michelangelo was born. And pretty much that's what we got for OnlyFans. And Tim, you remember Muhammad Ali? Yeah, I seen him fight. I used to watch the fights. I can't watch. Jim Jones won a big fight. And Ted, you might be interested in it. Jim Jones went to high school in Union, Endicott, and that's right down the road from me. So he's sort of a local entity here. And let's see, Tim, I worked on his house. Oh, did you work on Muhammad Ali's house? He was, yeah. But Jim Jones, or what's his name? Jones. John Jones? Jones the fighter. Let's see. What's his first name? I can't remember. Jones wins. Let's see. Oh, John Jones wins USFC heavyweight title with first round. He kicked his ass, I guess. From what I don't watch that anymore, but John Jones, he's from this area. He's from the Southern Tier. He grew up here in the Southern. He went to high school in Southern and Union Endwell. It's right there near Endicott, New York, and have a picture of him and signature. Oh, of Muhammad Ali, Tim. Yeah, that's a precious. That's Muhammad Ali was good. He was good. Let's see, John Jones. So, but John Jones lives in New Mexico, I believe. I think he lives and works or trains there in New Mexico. And the only reason I know that is because he is he's a local figure. He's I think his brother plays football also. But Jonathan Dwight Jones is an American professional mixed martial art signed to the Ultimate Fighting Championships, where he's currently the UFC heavyweight. And if you look down, he was born in Rochester, New York, and he went to high school at Endwell, or let's see, high school. Let's see. Oh, Union Endicott. Thank you. Yeah, Union Endicott. So everybody knows who he is as far as that goes. I guess you're going to increase viewers. Randy just tweeted. Oh, jeez. Thank you. That's the power of Randy. Yes, I will probably see a spike for today. And usually when I see those spikes, Randy does it. Thank you very much, Randy. Appreciate that, as always, as far as that goes. You're a great guy and stuff like that. It's just, and I hope that works out for you as far as the extra RAM. And see, it's a bit early, but may work. No, I know during the day I'll spike up because, and I see that. I see the analytics and stuff like that. And if I see I said, what the hell happened? Oh, that's a Randy. Randy did that. Randy has a great following, and I really appreciate it, Randy, as far as that goes. And like I said yesterday in Ted Hicks's broadcast, there it is, real Ted Hicks. Thank you, Ted. Yesterday in Ted Hicks's broadcast, our good friend Tony D. Did I pop Tony D's card? There he goes. Tony D. Tony D's quote, 10 months later, what are you doing? And the 10 months Tony D is referring to is, what are we doing now since HAPS closed down? I'll say the name, okay? We're more than surviving. We're thriving. Look at this. Randy is just going on, and we all know each other. That's the key, is keeping in connections with each other. And let's see, Chris Technician, if you need any help with OBS, I'm your tech guy. Yeah. Well, the OBS is, I keep on saying, if I can work OBS, there's going to be glitches. Randy has a little bit more glitches. I think it's more network with him. But my bad thing between 10 and 4 Saudi time is a bit quiet, right? And gambling on Randy's. No, well, the gambling is fun gambling. It's free gambling. It's not, because you can't gamble here. And that's what caused, well, the story goes, that's why Kick developed, because they can't gamble here anymore. So they got what they call them, slots, casino slots or something like that. They have a category there, and that usually has the lion's share as far as that goes. And thank you again, Late Night Parenting, tweeting out. I appreciate the retweets. So Kicks got started because of that, but you can still go over there. You don't have to gamble, okay? And I think it's a pretty good platform. It's solid. I can. The only thing is, there was a broadcast I was on Saturday with Tony D and Randy also. Okay, Randy graced my presence as far as here on Twitch. I was using EV Mux, and when I was using EV, it's similar to Restream and StreamYards. on that platform, you can broadcast and have a guest up over. You can broadcast to Kicks, but you got to pay for the EV mucks. Twitch doesn't allow gambling. Yeah. That's why Kick is there. So that's a given there. And good morning to Mrs. Yes, okay. So, but Kicks is another option. We're seeing all these options that we can use. We've been using Twitch. But on Twitch, we can use StreamYard's Restream EV Mux to bring people up. I had a really good an hour and a half broadcast with Randy W. Horton and Ted Hicks, and then you can repurpose that over on other platforms. I do that. I repurpose it over to YouTube and Rumble. Rumble, you can live broadcast over there. Vocal, we have a lot. So see you later, Haps. We don't need you anymore. You know, we're thriving. We're not surviving. We're thriving as far as that goes. Hope Kick doesn't go Haps' way. Once bitten, twice. Yeah, I know what you're saying there, but I think they're going to stay. We'll give them a chance. They're beta still, and I think they're pretty solid as far as their replay, and they don't have the glitches that Haps had. Okay, I haven't seen any glitches, Randy, so I think they're going to be pretty solid. Double J's, yeah, I hope Kick doesn't go the way. I don't think they will, as far as that goes. Hope Kick works out, but most likely. Oh, that was Double J's, one bitten, twice shy. Sorry, Double J's. Backing up. Kick works out, but most likely not, unfortunately. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. And let's see. We are at the top of the hour, folks. So that means it's 40 minutes already. Holy crap! Just when we get started. Yeah, I'm going to have more time when I'm finally done with work here, so I can stay on a little bit longer. The replays are clearer than when it's. Yes, I've seen that too, Cup of Joe. That's why I'm liking it better than Vocal right now. Vocal, I'm not on Vocal. I'm on Vocal, but I'm not going to be using Vocal. I'll be using Kick before I use. And yes, I said good morning to the missus.
Good morning.
Okay, there we go, Lady Cat. Yeah, time flies when one has fun. Yeah, of course. So we're going to go ahead and cue the outro music, and we're going to get our day started. I want to say thank you to all in the chat. As far as that goes, I want to say thank you to, let's see, let's go down the list here. Let's go down the list. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Cup of Joe. Thank you, Tim Fan. Thank you, Chris Tech. Thank you. Let's see, we're going down the list, We're going down the list. Thank you, first time chatter, Kentucky Mike. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you greatly, Randy W. Horton. Randy's a great guy. Everybody loves Randy. Thank you, Double J's. Thank you, first time chatter, Me3. And Double J's, thank you very much. And Tim Fan, thank you, Tim Fan. Can't forget about Tim. And I think that's about it that we have as far as that goes. And I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Twitch. I forgot one. Back up. Thank you, Ted Hicks. Can't forget Ted. Thank you, Ted, for being here also. Greatly appreciated, sir. Greatly appreciated all. But this is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Twitch, as well as at Fireman Rich over there on Twitter, where I took myself as a social media observer, social media enthusiast. In other words, all that means is I like playing on this thing called the internet, and that's what we're doing, and I love it. And we're going strong 10 months later. Okay, that's my answer to Tony D's question. 10 months later. What was it? 10 months later. What are you doing? We're doing just great. We are doing fantastic here on Twitch. All right, folks. You all have a great one wherever you may be. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Thank you again. Social media guru. No, I'm not a guru. No, there goes the emoji. We're exploding with emojis. Have a great day, guys. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. Did we get a Bazanga in there, Chris? Get a Bazanga in there, Chris. And I will enjoy my day, Ted. Thank you. Take care, folks. Ciao for now.